Oh my gosh, I really loved it. Went to Sephora after I was done working yesterday. Hey y'all, so it's been quite a while since I've made like a makeup video, basically like a get ready with me video. And you're probably like, Kim, are you in your kitchen? Yes, I am. It's just me and my little one this weekend. My husband's out of town, and to be honest with you, like this is real life. We're doing potty training. So we're basically camped out in our kitchen, living room today, and enjoy. So if I have to take like a lot of stops or breaks, that's why, because the potty right now is superior to everything else. So I have a lot of fresh makeup here, new makeup. I'm looking over here at it. I've got NARS, I've got e.l.f., I've got Essence, I have some Glossier, exciting. And I have Rare Beauty and the controversial mascara. If you know, you know. So let's just hop right in and start. Okay, so my face is fully prepped. I did all my skincare. I did like a reel on that on my Instagram of what I really do before I apply all my makeup, so go check that out. So we're just gonna really just hop right in. And the first thing I'm gonna use is this e.l.f. This is a dupe for the Charlotte Tilbury Flawless Filter. Everybody knows this is hard to find, y'all. Like, it is sold out everywhere, and just happened to be my local Ulta had it. I did get it in the shade, Fair. I didn't want to go too dark, you know, so we're just gonna, when I tell you I've not even opened it, like, open. Oh my gosh, guys, I have the weakest hands. I have like terrible hands. Hold on, guys, I'll be right back. Okay, she's back. I got it open. That was interesting. So, this, yeah, it has like a huge doe foot. I mean, come on. So I'm just gonna really basically just do this and apply it all over. I've seen people use a sponge, a brush. Where are my sponges? Hold on. How do you believe me when I'm like, it's chaos around here? Got the sponges. So I'm gonna try this one. This is the Fenty Super Bowl sponge. We'll see. I'm pretty picky about my sponges. And yes, I know it looks like I'm beating the absolute death out of my face, but I mean, she's giving a nice little glow. I don't really like this sponge, guys. I'm gonna be 100% up front. I don't like it. I'll tell you, this is the Beauty Blender dupe off of Amazon. They're called the Paw. I actually have them right here. I think you get a bag for like $8. So I really do swear by those. I'm not sure about the filter or the, oh, a little hair. Not sure about the primer yet. I'm gonna add a little bit more and try to do it with a brush. Maybe that'll help, I don't know. Okay, let me try that. Let me see what kind of brush. I'm gonna try this foundation brush. It's a Sephora Pro Airbrush. It's number 55. I used to love this brush in the past. Oh yeah. Okay, so I highly suggest using a brush to apply this. You can see down here, I've had a nice little breakout. I started a new cleanser, and my skin decided to do a nice little purge, which is fine. But okay, so you can see that glow. I mean, come on. I personally, this is what I would use this for, is if you're gonna try to do like a sheer makeup look, I think this is great to go under like a skin tint or something like that. I've not tried it under foundation. Obviously, I had not even opened this, but I do think that it's a great thing just to try under like a skin tint, and that's what I'm using today. So we'll see. Off camera, I just applied some, it's called a Touch and Soul. It's their No Problem Primer. I do put that on my nose. I tend to have like larger pores on my nose. I mean, who doesn't? So this, I'm getting ready to go in with, this is the Glossier Skin Tint. I do have it in the shade G9. It looks a little yellow. We'll see how it performs. So let's just hop in and put this on. So as you'll see, I just put this on the back of my hand, and oh my God, it is not gonna be my shade in the least, but I'm gonna use it. It is runny. So let's just go in. This is a new sponge. So typically I'm not crazy, and y'all, my hair's just crazy today. Let's just, you know, we're not leaving the house. Okay, let's do a little more. I'm not crazy about having to use a new sponge because a lot of times new sponges will soak up product. I'm literally seeing no coverage. Okay, we're going to try to put this on with some fingers. So I'm just literally going to take it like this. I mean, it is moisturizing. I will say that. It is a little oily. So if you do have oily skin, I have like super, super dry skin. And so because of that, I tend to like more dewy products, oilier products. I mean, honestly, guys, it's a give it a good no makeup. But I mean, you can see everything still peeking through. Like, I'm not crazy about it, just to be 100% honest. I think it would be nice to wear, you know, on those no makeup days. But so far, I don't know. Let me grab a brush. Okay, she's back. I have that same brush that I used to apply the primer. Gosh, I can't think of what I'm trying to say here. And I mean, guys, I really do kind of like it. I mean, I think it gives a beautiful glow. So we're today gonna go, I guess, for a more natural look, huh? Looking nice. And you can see I do this with my brush. Don't swipe, because if you do that, it tends to like remove product. So, and if you hear that in the background, that's our little one playing. So I apologize. Like, this is just a true real life video of mom getting ready. So, you can see the skin's looking nice even. I mean, you still see, I have a little bit of like vein damage, I guess you would say, but I mean, it's nice. I'm not gonna complain. Okay. Okay, now she's back with brows. It takes too long for me to do my brows. As you saw before I did this, like they're sparse, so nobody wants to watch that. Next up, the e.l.f. This is the new color correctors. They're camo color corrector. I just bought the peach shade. I have been using this, so just to be 100% transparent, I have used this already. And I really like it. So I apply it after I do my brows and just blend it in with a brush. So I'll take this Fenty, this is the Fenty concealer brush. Toddler moment. So I'm gonna blend it in with this Fenty Beauty, the concealer brush. And guys, my brushes are a little dirty. Don't judge. I'll just pat this in the under eye like this. And then I kind of really let it set and dry before applying any of my other concealer, right? So I'm gonna let that just kind of sit, and while that's setting and drying, I'm gonna go in with this e.l.f. Luminous Putty Bronzer. Now, I've not tried this yet. This is in the shade like Seaside something. I have been loving the Makeup by Mario. His skin enhancer, beautiful. It is pricey. So I was like, you know what? Let's see if this is a dupe. So I've got a very stiff brush here. This is the Morphe M444. So I'm gonna just kind of apply that. Again, with this wild hair. Okay, I mean, it's pretty. And I am gonna go back in with my, I mean, that's really pretty actually. I personally think the skin enhancer goes on just like so smooth and beautiful. So I'm like so partial to it, right? But I mean, this is very pretty. I mean, this is a dupe for sure. For sure dupe. I want to say this is $7. It gives a beautiful glow, as you can see. And again, I'm gonna go back in. I would just do like a rough hand to begin with, and then we're gonna go back in and really blend that out with your sponge, beauty blender, whatever you want to use. If you like a brush, do that. I can always do like a little rough draft of where I want it, right? Like this, and we're gonna go back in with, I use a sponge, personal preference. You do whatever you want. So let's see here. Just gonna bounce it back over just to really melt that into the skin, right? So you can see there, like, I personally think it's great. I will be using this again. It just gives enough of that like bronzy contoured look. I really like it. I really do. I'm sure, you know, this is viral. So again, that's the e.l.f. Luminous Putty Bronzer. Love it. So now we're gonna move on into concealer. This RMS Beauty concealer that I have here, I have loved it. It's called their Uncover Up Concealer in the shade 00. Obviously, I've loved it so much. It's gone. However, RMS is hard to find. Blue Mercury has it. I believe Sephora has it on their website. I didn't want to wait for shipping, so I went in with, yes, everyone knows the NARS Pot Concealers, okay? This is in shade Vanilla. And I'm gonna be 100% honest, I've never used this concealer. So, I mean, it is like, everybody laughs because I say like cult favorite, but it's a real thing. Like Google cult favorite makeup, and it really is. So I'm just gonna go straight in with that Fenty concealer brush again, and then tap this. So I tend to, as you see, we'll see, I do a lot of concealer, okay? I tend to have pretty dark under eye area. So I'm gonna use, now don't freak out, 3 different concealers. That's my personal preference. I'm just showing you how, you know, I use mine. But look at that, woof. And I'm gonna blend it all out, don't worry. Have no fear, okay? The next I'm gonna go in with, this is the Sephora. This is the Best Skin Ever concealer. Guys, I wanna say this retails for like 12 bucks. And creamy, amazing, gives great coverage, right? So, so good. I do have it in the shade 11.5P. I don't even know if that's helpful, but, so I'm gonna put that here in my inner corner outer around my nose, on top of my nose. So I put it on top of the nose just to feel like that locks in my foundation. And I know this seems like a lot since I'm just doing the skin tint. This is just what I like to do. Then I'm gonna add in this this is a luminous concealer, right? So, and oh my God, guys, I can't even see what shade it is. Like, sorry, it's the pink. I need glasses. Let's just call it like it is. And I'll put that here in the middle, okay? Again, this is what I like to do. Judge me if you want, whatever. Then I do go in with the sponge here, and I do take it a little bit over my, on my eyelid. To me, that's what I really use before, you know, any eyeshadow or anything. And you can see it's not heavy. Like, it's a really nice coverage. I just have to, for my own personal preference, layer the concealers like this, okay? So I'm just gonna go tap all this in. And you can see it blends beautifully around the nose and then down the bridge of my nose. And it just gives a nice, beautiful finish. And then I kind of go over that contour, that putty bronzer I put on there. I do have some dry patches on my under eye today. I mean, I've got like something right here going on, so ignore that, but I'm telling you that combination is absolutely phenomenal. Now let's go in and set the under eye. I use these are viral from Amazon. Then I use this Pat McGrath. It's her Skin Finish Sublime Perfection Blurring Under Eye Powder. That is a mouthful, but this is my second container, and as you see, I love it. So I just take this, kind of put it in there like this. I do get a good bit because I'm just that girl, you know. And then I'm just gonna tap. And guys, this will take out like any creasing. This powder, I cannot live without it. It is like $30-something for this little container here, but it will last you a while, and it's probably the best under eye powder I've ever used. I like it better than the Laura Mercier. So you'll see I'll do a few little puffs here with it. But I absolutely love it. And I think it's worth every single penny. Okay, now I'm gonna set my nose with this Huda Beauty. This is the Easy Bake Powder in Pound Cake. Yeah, you've probably seen this everywhere. I actually bought it a few weeks ago, and guys, fell in love. It's a little too dry for me to set my entire face. However, I just dip my little triangle powder puff in there, and then it's gonna look crazy, y'all, because I apply a lot of powder to my nose, right? Because I really want my makeup to stay in place all day long, okay? So this is, and then I take it along my laugh lines, and then over here, okay? And that is setting my nose. don't worry, you can see this extra powder here. I'm gonna dust that away, but I really like to like bake my nose, for the lack of a better term. You know, we used to do the baking of the under eye. I like to bake my nose. It locks that foundation, that concealer in place for all day coverage. Okay, so I went in and just powdered my face, all over powder. I use this e.l.f. It is the Halo Glow Setting Powder. And guys, this rivals any expensive powder on the market for like your face. Now, if you're an oily person, you might not like this because it does give, it's not glitter, it's not shine, but it just like almost hydrates your face where it doesn't look like you're like completely dried out. Next, we're gonna go in with some bronzer. So I did pick this up. This is the Essence. This is the Kissed by the Light bronzer and Sun Kissed. So now, this again, I just like to look glowy. It's my personal preference. I keep saying that, but like, I feel like people are like, oh, like, you know, I like this or I like that. Well, I like glow. So, this is the Sun Kissed bronzer. It has great reviews on Ulta and it's $5. So let's go in and try it. I use a smaller bronzing brush, right? So some people judge. Again, my brushes are dirty. Don't come for me. Like, you know, life's crazy. This is a Laura Lee Los Angeles brush in L13. So I always just kind of tap it and I'm going to always knock off the excess. And now let's see. Oh, where's it at? Maybe I really need to swirl her in there. Okay. Okay, we're getting somewhere. Ooh, I mean, that is very pretty. I don't know if you guys can see, it is looking a little cool tone for a bronzer instead of more warm. Again, we're gonna go back through. So I basically just put it exactly where I put that cream bronzer earlier. Speaking of cream bronzer, I'm gonna go on a little rant here for a second. Talking about creams, liquids, everything. So, you know, obviously I watch a ton of makeup tutorial videos, reels. I actually don't have TikTok, okay? I feel like I'm too old for TikTok. Anytime I've ever downloaded TikTok and tried it, it's somehow puts me in the correlation that I want to see like these terrible, sad videos. And I'm like, no, this is depressing. I can't do this. So no TikTok for me, but going back to reels, all that. So there is a technique of makeup called underpainting, right? Where you're going to do like your concealers first, then you're gonna lightly put foundation over it and then set it, okay? This has been around forever. Scott Barnes has always used that technique. I'm just gonna use a fluffy brush to go back in and go down the neck for me just to blend everything. Scott Barnes, look him up if you don't know who he is. He's used that technique forever. Like he does J-Lo's makeup. He's a king. I mean, all people back all the way to Kevin Aquan, right? And so all of a sudden, Gen Z has started underpainting, and they call it the Mary Phillips technique, which she's like Hailey Bieber's makeup artist. And it's everywhere, like Mary Phillips technique, Mary Phillips technique. And I'm like, that's all fun and good that that's her technique, but it ain't truly her technique. Like OGs started that technique, right? Let me get off my soapbox. Anyway, I like this so far. Let's blend it in with our little beauty blender again, or our pawpaw. So I always do this to, again, melt it into the skin. I do not re-wet this, okay? So it's from the same, from when I wet it originally to apply like my foundation, okay? This is nothing, I did not re-wet it is what I'm trying to say. Woo, I just got up close to you guys. So sorry if I keep moving forward like that. It's just my setup here. It's not the most ideal, but it'll work. So, I mean, I like that. Good enough. I mean, I feel like it looks like a little patchy on the screen, but it's truly not. So, I actually think it's pretty decent. Highlighter. I love this highlighter. It gives us such a soft, soft glow. This is Essence. I did drop it, so it did break. This is Essence and Staggering. This is their, it's just called The Highlighter. And I have swatched in store the Dior highlighter. This to me looks just like it. So I'm gonna go in with this. It's a stiffer brush and then apply. And you can just see it's soft, okay? There's no like glitter, anything like that. As I get older, I mean, and listen, I have my moments, but look at that. Oh, so pretty. Like, obviously this is my better side. If you can see, it's like smoother. It's just so funny. But For highlighter, I used to love like the glittery da-da-da-da. Not anymore. And that's really what's kept me from buying the Rare Beauty highlighter, because I watched a video with Manny MUA where he was like testing out all these like crazy viral products. And he was like, if you have texture at all, which we all do, he was like, the Rare Beauty emphasizes it. And that was, to me, just a big no. Like, next up, I'm going to contour my nose. I am going to use this Smashbox. How loved is this product? Okay, how loved. I've had this for like maybe a year, maybe. So, I mean, she's getting close to expiration, but no, it says 24 months. Holy moly. Nice. This is the Cali Contour by Smashbox. Y'all, this product is amazing. I mean, it just has every shade in there that you need for a nice contour. I tend to use the more cooler. So I'm going to take that one. This is a pretty stiff brush. This is the Morphe Jaclyn Hill JH08. I tap it in, tap the excess off, and I'm just going to go down the side of my nose like this. Okay, let's do the other side. Tap off. I don't get really technical with my nose contour. I'm going to put a little on the end. Some people like get real deep into it. And then I'm going to take another little stiff brush like this, go into the like cream color, tap off. And this is where I'm going to really wipe away any of that powder. I do swipe it under my eye, and I'm going to go around my nose. So any of that powder for where I was like quote unquote baking earlier with my nose. And this powder is just so, oh my God, look how dirty it is. It's so smooth and silky. Like, it really fills in your pores. It looks so beautiful on the skin. I've used this as eyeshadow so many times. This is one of those palettes, like, it is worth every penny. For blush, I'm gonna go in with this Pure Nude. This is the Baked Blush. It's picking up my ring light, sorry. This is in the shade Shimmery Rose. This is brand new. I've never used it. A lot of these products, like, I've never used before. I'm gonna go in with, like, I like to use like a stiffer brush, but I have heard amazing things about this. And she's living up to the hype. I mean, I like a little bit of shimmer in my blush. And this is just like, this is a buildable, okay, right? Wash of color. Oh my gosh, I really love this. If you don't like shimmer in your blush, you're not gonna like this, right? I really do like it. I'm gonna go over, because I'm not happy with the way this is looking here, but that's just makeup for you, right? I'm sorry, I keep like getting really deep in, because that's just the way I lean in, but holy jeez. Snag you one of this. It has been a while since I've been like, oh my God, to an eyeshadow palette. I don't know why, like eyeshadow is really not, I love eyeshadow, but I have so many palettes, and it really takes one to be like, whoo, she's pretty, like I need her, and well, this one did it for me. This is the NARS Orgasm eyeshadow palette. And yes, it's Orgasm for those of you guys that are like new to makeup. They have pretty crazy names for their like blushes and things like that. But come on. This with these like neutral tones with that pop of pink, give me it all day long, twice on Sundays. I'm obsessed with this palette, okay? I've not used it yet, so let's dip in. I'm gonna dip into, oh, I don't really like any of these for an all over shade. So I'll tell you what I'm gonna do. Sorry, I'm up close and personal. We are going to go in, oh, my lips. Guys, sorry, like she's looking feral. Okay, this, I'm gonna go in, this is that Cali palette. And I just use like a little flat brush, and I'm just gonna put that all over my lid. I don't like a really dark shade all over my lid, and this probably is gonna look very white and light, but that's kind of like what I like. So again, I just like to put a base of like a neutral shadow down, because I find that that's gonna help your powders like kind of blend a little better. When you are really kind of putting it dry onto concealer, it'll sometimes stick and drag and be patchy, and I'm not about that life, not in the least. So let's go back to this beauty right here. You look, you can just see everything going on. Let's go in with this shade and I'm gonna do her lightly. I'm so excited for this palette, y'all. Like lightly in the crease, as always, tap it off, because you can see why you need to tap it off, right? Oh yeah. And you can see, I really take it in the crease area first, and then I'm gonna build her up to right here. Make a little nice little halo, but it's a pretty color. It's not really doing justice on the camera there. Go on with a little bit more. Okay, and bring her up out of the crease. And this is just, I mean, I'm gonna say, if you are looking for an everyday eyeshadow, this is it. And there's my little one. I'll be right back. Milk break that time, so apologize. Going back, I'm gonna take that same color and go into the other eye. Okay, sweep back and forth. And this brush is the Jaclyn Hill Morphe JH33. I don't even know if you can still get these brushes, to be honest. You know, Morphe's having their own little moment right now. And now I'm gonna pull it up a little bit on the lid, as you can see. If you don't know, like Morphe was everything. Like a few years ago, every influencer, like makeup influencer, beauty guru, were like repping it, or they had a collab with them, or they had a line with them. Like Morphe blew up, and then I think Morphe got a little too big for their britches, and they went and busted into all the malls like across America, and we're like, we're gonna, you know, be the king of makeup. And you know, let's be 100% honest. Like, I love their stores. I've been in many of their different stores in different areas. But you can't compete with Sephora when you're, I mean, Sephora is Sephora, Ulta is Ulta. You know, they're just the queens of makeup. And I think Morphe grew too big too fast, and now they're kind of paying for it because, you know, unfortunately, okay, now I'm going in with like a little smaller brush, and I'm going into this shade. This is Hot Wired. So it's kind of weird how they have these labeled. Anyway, Hot Wired. So I'm gonna go in with that, tap it off, and then start applying this just literally right here. So I'm not gonna take it all the way across. I'm just gonna put it like almost like a V. So V here across my lash line. So anyway, back to Morphe. And you'll see that just like deepens the eye, and then I'm gonna blend it out a little bit more. Again, do the other eye. So Morphe, they got crazy, right? And they're like, we need to be everywhere. And I think they just truly grew too fast. And then, you know, I think they made the mistake of moving away from true makeup gurus. And instead they just tried to start going with like the people who were hot on TikTok. Like, let's do a collab with them. Let's do a collab with them. When in reality, people that love makeup, they're going to stick with the original gurus. They're going to stick with your Jaclyn Hill, your Laura Lee, your Manny. I mean, there's new ones that pop up every day, but the reality is that people trust them because they've been around forever. Tati, she never worked with Morphe, I don't believe, but just saying. So Morphe's shutting down. They came in, literally told people that it was their last day on the job, and see ya, like we're closing the stores. I believe they filed for bankruptcy. However, I keep seeing like new Morphe products in Ulta, new products on their website. So I don't know if they're gonna go for like e-commerce only, just online. Who knows? So I went along the bottom of my lash line. Like nobody wants to see that because I'm always like while I'm doing it, you know, like, ooh, trying to do it. So I just used both of these shades together on this brush. It's the Jaclyn Hill, again, JH43. It's just a little flat little brush like that. I don't go all the way across, so I go about halfway, but it just, as you can see, it marries those colors together and really kind of like brings it all together. Then I'm gonna go in with this Jaclyn Hill Morphe, again, JH41. I love her eye brushes in that collection. I'm going in with the pink, guys. I'm going nowhere today. It doesn't match the shirt, but who cares? I'm at home, like, okay, so I just tap that in there. Then I'm just gonna go lay it on the lid. Sometimes, yeah, this might be one that works better with a finger. No, here we go. I don't like using my finger. Maybe I have like fat fingers, I don't know. But I like going in with a brush. Oh, wow. It looks a little orange, like in the camera, but it is, she's pink. She is pink. Again, I'm gonna go back in and do it on the other eye. Why is there like hair in my brush here? Ugh. Oh my God. Again, you really kind of do have to go in. I do think it would be better to use my finger, but I don't know. I just find that I don't get as precise of an application, and I just don't like the way it looks when I do it that way. You also can spray your brush, right? Okay, I'm going in. I'm going in with my finger. Okay. Okay. Yeah, that does look better. Can you see that on the... Yeah, that translates a lot better. Oh, yeah. Oh, wow. Kind of night and day, right? Let's do it on the other side. Who am I talking about? Not using my finger. I think she's changed lady. I love it. It kind of does go with my shirt. I think because it's like picking up a little orangey to like kind of really blend those nudes together with that pink. So I think it does go. Not that it matters. Again, I'm not going anywhere. But, and I just wiped it on my hand like a fool because I didn't bring any makeup wipes in here in my little beautiful makeup kitchen setup. So now what are we going to do next? I think I'm going to go in with this Boy Brow by Glossier because I have not set my eyebrows yet. So let's do that. I do have it in the shade brown. And if you don't know, Glossier just came to Sephora starting yesterday. I've never used any of their products before. So I was super excited. I literally went to Sephora after I was done working yesterday. I grabbed this. Ooh, I like this. I grabbed this. I grabbed the skin tint, obviously. Did I say that earlier, talking about the skin tint? Maybe I did. Am I repeating myself? And then I got this lip product you're going to see here in a second. So I'm just like, you know, I like it. I will be 100% honest. So I was raving lately about the makeup by Morio. Why do I keep saying that? Morio. Oh, yeah, I really like this product. It gives, for me, being a Sprouse eyebrow girl, I need something to help fill in, and this does it. They have it in so many shades. Not so many. I'm over here being a little dramatic, but enough shades for, you know, everybody's different hair color. I'm just really loving this, okay? And I'm kind of into my brows sticking up a little bit, sticking out a little bit lately. But this really just kind of fills in those brows and makes them look a little thicker than they are. Okay, sold. I want to say this was $17. I love this. I will purchase like 3 million of these. I think it's great. So that is awesome. I mean, look. I have no brows whatsoever, people, and that really pumped them up. So, okay, so I went in and did a lining along, like my waterline on the top. I don't do the bottom, but if you're wondering, I do use the Essence. This is the Extreme Lasting Eye Pencil. I just use it in black because I like to do black along the top waterline to really just blend my lashes with my waterline. So that's where that comes from. And before I do my mascara, I'm actually gonna set my face. This is the Rare Beauty setting spray. It's the Always an Optimist spray. This is going to give you a dewy glow. This is like my 3rd bottle of this. And when I say I can't live without it, I ran out of it a few days ago and went back to one that I just had. No, I was like, what am I doing? I want to say it's $25. So it's a deal. And this lasts you for months. I'm going to show you the sprayer on it. A nice fun spray. Can you see that? So I'm just going to go in and do that. And it just melts everything together. I love it. I think it's great. So highly suggest. Now, here we go. This, if you know, you know, the L'Oreal Telescopic Lift Mascara has been very controversial on TikTok. And even though I don't have TikTok, I do know about this because it's just been everywhere. Like, God, these hairs are crazy. I'll kind of fill you guys in as I'm applying it for those that don't know. So let's talk about the brush first. And I got it in the shade like Black is Black. Holy moly, why do these people put the... Look how small. How am I supposed to read that? Black is Black, it is. How am I supposed to read it? So, you've got like a, I don't know. We're just gonna go in. Did I get the right one? I think I did. Okay, so let's just see. So what I'm applying, I like to really kind of get down on the root. You know, so I'm probably gonna lean in a little bit. Holy sheesh, I like this, guys. You know I'm a ride or die for my Lancome mascara. this might rival it. So let's get to the controversy while I'm applying this. So Michaela, I don't know her last name. I apologize if I offend any Michaela fans out there. She is like a makeup girl from New Jersey. I think, no, not Jersey, Boston. Who am I? What am I talking about? On TikTok, right? And she did an ad with L'Oreal. Okay, one thing I don't like is it's like, oh my God, look at, y'all. I didn't like how it was clumping right there, but that's easy to fix. This is good. Look at the difference. Can you believe that? Look at the difference. It's not going to give you that fluffy effect with your mascara. It's more going to lengthen, I think. I don't see like a fluffiness in it. You know, some people just like a nice, beautiful, fluffy lash. I've heard the Rare Beauty does that. But I've also heard Rare Beauty dries out super fast. The tube does. So let me finish applying this and I'll come back and finish the Michaela story. Here we go. I'll do a little squinty so you can really see. I mean, the length, I think it gives great volume too, honestly. Like, I'm not mad about it. And guys, this mascara is $14 and dare I say, it's as good as my Lancome, the Idol mascara, which is $30. However, I've not worn it all day. So where a mascara for me can go wrong, two things, is if it flakes during the day, okay? No. I don't need flakiness up under here, so I'll keep you guys updated. Also, when it removes at night, you know, when you go to wash your face, is it pulling out my eyelashes? So a lot of times you'll find that with mascara. It's like, maybe it's a chemical they're using in them or something like that, that I tend to find my lashes are literally falling out. So I don't like them for that. Let me finish the story though. Michaela, she's on TikTok. I'm sure she's on Instagram. She did an ad for this mascara with L'Oreal, okay? She applied it. I believe she did 3 coats. I'm really not sure how many coats, so don't quote me on that. But at the end, when she like did the reveal, like me, it looked like she had added like a false lash. Now, I tend to have longer lashes. This is 1 coat, okay? 1 coat. But they did, I'm just gonna be 100% honest. It did seem a little like she had added something, or she was using a filter that had like a false lash effect. I could be wrong, you know, but people came for her for like false advertising. You're not supposed to use anything like that. And you know, I keep hearing all this where people are like, you're not supposed to use any like false lashes or anything like that. But come on guys, when we're watching an ad on TV, do you really think like that mascara is doing that? Like I think they add stuff in. I could be wrong. There we go. There's the story. Look it up. But this has caused like craziness over this mascara, right? Crazy. We got to put something on these lips because they are struggle city. Glossier. This is the Ultra Lip, okay, in the shade Ember. And it does look a little dark in the tube, right? Okay, you can see. Oh my God, look at my hand. I have blush or something right there. Gosh, pathetic. Shade Ember. Okay, and this is going to be like a very glossy. Oh, it reminds me of the Clinique, like, what's it called? Not Black Cherry. Maybe it is, from like years ago that everybody went crazy over. I think they still make it. So let me stop talking and apply this. Hold on. Is it the right shade for this makeup look? Maybe. My lips really, hold on. Truly needed like more hydration before I put this on. It does, okay, just to be 100% honest, right? Because that's what I'm here for. It pulled more at the lips than I really thought it was going to. I thought it was going to be a little bit more smooth application. I think it's beautiful. I would like to get more shades in it. I'm not really a darker shade girl, but when I saw this yesterday, I was like, give it to me. I think it'd be great using a liner under it first and then applying, because I think it maybe would give it a nice like base to kind of work with. But it's pretty. She's like, looks a little patchy right here on the camera, but there we go. Pretty, huh? What do we think? Okay, guys, so let's do a quick wrap up of everything, right? Well, we won't do everything. I'm going to say the superstars for me, and believe it or not, I'm going to say it. I freaking love the Skin Tint by Glossier. Like, this is her G9. It actually, the shade looked great, but it is giving skin, it does not look cakey. Like, I'm in love with this, and I will be using this so much, which is shocking because I'm like a Dior Forever girl, or Glow girl. I love the House Labs. I do share them out with a little bit of product before I use them, but I really love this. Like, it's not settling into, you know, my line here, anything like that. Loved it. That was a winner for me. This is another winner. This is that bronzer. I think it's beautiful. I think it gives glowy without being sparkly or glittery. I think that's nice. Boy Brow. Winner, 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 chicken dinner. And then the last thing I'll say that was a winner for me, I mean, the NARS concealer, obviously, but to me, that was like not anything new, although it was like new for me. This. Okay, I have the Dior like changing blush, and to me, this is better than that. And that Dior is $39. But guys, oh, and the mascara. These are all my hero products. And then basically, what did I not like? Maybe this, maybe the lip. Okay, I think everything else was fantastic. So, guys, if you have any questions, put them below. If you like this, please subscribe. I'm new to doing this. I just have fun with makeup, guys. This is what I love, okay? Makeup is like my guilty pleasure. It's my hobby. So please subscribe, like the video. Go follow me on Instagram at Cocktails and Concealer. And thank you for dealing with me from having to make like 300 cuts to this video due to potty training and a toddler in the background. So thank you all again, and I look forward to doing another video and seeing you all soon. Bye, guys.